Ah, what a beautiful morning today. Oh, Jesus. Hello there. How did you enter my house? Oh, you're here for stories. It hasn't been that long, go ahead. Oh my, it has been quite a while since I've last read a story out loud. Well, I don't have free stories. I'm sorry about that. It's kind of hard to try and do a whole game show out of this kind of stuff. But I do have a story that I can read for you, if you're willing to listen. It is after all Halloween. A little bit of a scary story to finish off this wonderful month. What do you say? You want to hear it? Well then, let's get on with it, shall we? This is a story that I have called and made myself, called Roadwork. I drove down the empty highway, no other traffickers for miles. I had worked the night shift that day, so my drive home was engulfed by darkness to all sides. I lived in another town about half an hour from the town where my workplace is. As quick as the ride is back home, I was not accustomed to driving at night from work. I would have felt lost were it not for my headlights, guiding my path through the desolate surroundings. Next time, I gotta remember to never do night shifts again. My half an hour drive had now turned an hour long. I must have taken a few wrong turns on my way. It's hard to differentiate them while driving in the dark. I've had trouble with navigating a lot throughout my life. No matter what, I would always get lost. The same thing happened the first time I had to drive to work. The boss was not happy with me being over an hour late, but I got better, after a few tries. Unfortunately. Luckily for me though, I have a good boss. He was patient with me so far for not firing me. I make sure to do my best at work. As I let my thoughts drift, I suddenly see something at the corner of my peripheral vision. A sign, orange in color. I cannot remember for the life of me where I've last seen such a sign before. It probably doesn't matter, but I shall keep it in mind if I remember what sign it was for later. Hopefully I will be home soon. I'm guessing around 20 minutes or less, I'll start seeing the light pollution from town. I sat in the car. The engine was silent. I sat in silence. I was desperate. I had started a minute counter on my phone to pass the time, and it might have been fun to talk about later, just to show everyone how bad I am at directions. 3 hours. I've been driving for 3 hours. 2 whole hours on just this straight road alone. I think back to that sign I saw earlier. What was it trying to tell me? What was it about? If I started driving backwards, it would take me 2 hours just to get out of this one road. Then I would still have to try and find my way back home. Maybe I should just wait it out. Sleep in the car until sunrise. God, I miss my bed. I just want to get back home. I think I'll sleep in the car. My phone is saying it's 2 in the morning. Sunrise is in a couple of hours then. It's summer, so it usually becomes a lot clearer around 6 a.m. I'll set a timer then. It will wake me in 4 hours. I'll keep the timer running meanwhile. Might as well go for a high score while I'm at it. This can't be real. Nothing but darkness. No hint of light, only the endless expanse of dark surrounded me. I checked the clock in a panic to see if I was going insane. I must be. 2 a.m. This can't be. I checked my timer, and as I had thought, 7 hours have passed. Or maybe not. Which one do I trust? Have I lost my mind? What is happening? So many questions, yet I was unable to answer any of them. I sat in silence for a while, trying to calm my nerves and to think of what to do now, and which one of my 2 timers I could trust. I've made up my mind. I'll trust in my timer. It still keeps going up unlike the time on my clock. Still endlessly stuck on 2 a.m. There had to be a way out of this place. I just gotta keep driving. Luckily for me, I've been prepared for this kind of situation. Well, not exactly. I prepared for the day I would get completely lost, not whatever this was. I have a secret stash of food and drinks, always present in my car, all inside of a cooling box. If I ration it, it should keep me going for at least 3 days, maybe more. I've started the engine of the car once more, the light from the front only able to illuminate small bits of the road in front of me. I decided to keep on driving forward, into wherever this darkness takes me. The darkness still surrounds me. My only company is the hum of the car engine and the warmth of my car. Luckily, I had an extra can of fuel in the trunk, so the car still kept going strong, but even it's on its last leg, just as well as my rations, and to some extent, even my sanity. I have started writing everything down on a notepad, just in case I don't make it. My phone just died, so I have nothing left to tell the time, except the clock built into my car. But just like the phone, it remained on 2 a.m. No help at all. Luckily, I had managed to check the timer before the phone went dead, and it had accumulated to 2 days. 2 days plus 7 hours in total. I'm going to die out here, in this car, surrounded by nothing but a straight road into an endless stretch of nothingness. Will anyone even be able to find my body? Or is this some form of limbo? Did I die on my way home? Is this simply an imagination created by my dying mind? Or is this my hell? Endlessly lost on a simple straight road, engulfed in darkness. No! That can't be the case. I still feel hunger, from rationing into smaller and smaller portions. I can feel tiredness overtaking my mind from sleepless nights on the road, but there was nothing left for me now. I would not be able to make it back before the car ran dry, and my rations would not sustain me for 2 more days. Could I have done something different? What would have happened if I had never turned down this road? Would the sun have graced me after my first night? Maybe I should have never taken that damn night shift in the first place. In the end, it doesn't matter. What's done is done. This is my fate. Fuck. It is as I had feared. The car engine has died. I'm stranded now. And all I have left is a Nutri-Grain bar and a bottle of water. I've been thinking back to the sign I saw at the very beginning. I've put the pieces together. It was more than just orange. It had a black outline, and the letters were black as well. I believe it was square. No, triangular. Wait, maybe it was square. Did it have a soft or sharp edge? This is idiotic. The only thing I have left to keep me somewhat sane is thinking about a fucking road sign I barely saw. I'm not even sure if it's important or not. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm just trying to find an excuse, a culprit to my predicament. Maybe there is none. Maybe I'm just absolutely insane and I just don't know it yet. My mind's slow descent into madness before death. Maybe it's time. Maybe I should just lie down now and not open my eyes again. That actually sounds comforting to me now. Way better than just to continuously walk this empty road into eternal darkness. Maybe just one more mile. One more mile, and then I'll stop this. All of it. It was a Roadwork sign. I stand here before it, and it is as I remember it. Orange with a black edge and a soft tips. Not square-shaped, rhombus-shaped. But it was different from any other Roadwork sign. It was abnormally huge. Really, really huge. About 6 meters tall, I would guess. And the more sinister difference about it was what it said. It did not say Roadwork ahead. I could feel chills running down my spine as I read the message on the sign. It said, Worldwork ahead. What does that mean? Why is the sign in the middle of the road? Why was it this far away from when I last saw the first one? None of this made sense. And then my eyes looked to what was beyond the sign, and my jaw dropped even further. Nothingness. Not like the nothingness from the road, just nothingness. Dark. Everything was just dark. My flashlight was working, but I could not see anything. All I saw was dark. Now I don't even have a road to follow anymore. I don't even know if I can walk in there. I looked back to the near endless road and the barren desert. Fuck it. I'm going in. I hope to still be able to write about what I find in there. I drink the last of my water bottle and Nutri-Grain bar, and I head inside to what might be the edge of the world. Still walking, I'm walking and walking and walking and walking, finally, infinitely walking, eyes red, thousands, millions watching me, watching me walk and walk and walk and walk into dark. Flashlight never ceases, battery never dies, hunger never ends, yet never kills, tired. So tired, but walking, I walk, I must. They like, they hate, they don't tire. Ceases, life ceases, world rebuilds. Say I am to be forgotten, silly mistake I made. Walking I am, walking forever in dark. Remember my name, they won't let me be remembered. But blue eyes, helped, book will remain. Someone will find me, must write name. I'm Constantine. Remember me. Remember I existed. Now I walk, walking and walking as I walk forever in dark. They laugh, they build. I walk, fool. Remember me. I write. Goodbye. They are always watching you. Ooh, spooky story. Oh. Wow, you really made it all the way to the end. What did you think? I'm still really big newbie when it comes to making stories. I rarely make them, but I do have a passion for it. Ever since I was very little, I grew up listening to creepypasta stories, so I'm really happy to finally be able to bring some of my own onto the turf. Which is kind of why I not only want to read them up, but I also want to make the stories myself, and that can take time. That is why I didn't want to do 3 stories at a time anymore, because the last one I did, all of those were also stories that I made, and that can be very hard, especially if I want to make a game show out of it. But tell me down in the comments what you thought. Did you like the story? What failures did you find in my story? What inconsistencies? How can I become better at both writing and also narrating as well? Did I bring too much into it? Did I play too much into character? All that sort of stuff. Just some critical feedbacks. I will appreciate all of it. Don't worry, I won't get mad. I'm not one of those little bitches. I'm just really happy to be able to share my craft with others. And I'm not afraid of what you're gonna say about it. But most importantly, I'm happy that I was able to bring this out to you all here at the beautiful Halloween Eve. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching today's episode. And I hope to see you all in the next one. And remember, if I don't see you, good morning, good afternoon, and good night. And yet again, happy Halloween, everyone.